What's up, what's up? It's Enlivened Wellness, and I'm super stoked to be here on another Saturday with you all. Special shout out to Anna in the UK. We had an amazing session this morning, and it was just really awesome. So anyway, all right, so what do you need to get rid of when you're moving for mold? I get this question a lot, and here is a video for you giving you some idea of what you're gonna have to get rid of, what you can keep, all that goodness. So just really quick thing, I wanted to say, oh my God, you guys, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for commenting and emailing me, and it's just been like really overwhelming. Like I get really emotional about it because, you know, I literally this morning was standing in the gym and I realized I can stand with my eyes closed and my balance is like, I'm not swaying anymore. And that's just one of the tests that you can do to see if you're really toxic, is if you close your eyes and then you sway a lot. That's pretty indicative of mold toxicity. So anyway, I was just like really overwhelmed because I'm like, oh my God, and now I get to go like help people overcome this shit experience that is mold toxicity. So, all right, let's get to it. So, very first thing that I want to say is that you need to let go of perfection. So, you've got to just do the best that you can. This process is not going to be perfect. I'm a super type A perfectionist. Like type AAA perfectionist. And I finally had to sit back when I was like losing my hair because I was so anxious about this whole process. And I finally had to tell myself, like, Tess, it ain't gonna be perfect. Like, it's just not gonna be perfect. And I had to release some of that. It was a hard thing to do because I was like, oh my God, it has to be like totally 100% perfect. And it's just not, y'all. It's just not gonna be perfect 100%. So with that being said, I'll tell you a quick little story. I remember when I was first sitting in my new home, the very first morning after I had moved, and I looked around and I was like, oh my God, like nothing that I used to own is here. And it was a mixture of like a lot of grief, but also a lot of freedom. So that's my advice number 2 is see this as a super big opportunity for you to literally start fresh. Like you are starting anew. And let it be beautiful, let it be fun, even though it's hard to get rid of things. Like, I mean, I literally had to get rid of all my books. All of them. Like books that I've owned forever, like, and loved and cherished, they're gone. I don't want them anymore because I want to feel better. So let go of perfection, give yourself some like deep like love, but also see this, it's all about our perception, yo. So see this as a chance to start over. All right, let's get into it. So basics, anything that's plastic or porous, like wood, I just said plastic, cloth. Now that the exception is clothes or dry clean items, we'll get to that in a minute. You know, like those kinds of things, paper, out. It's gotta go. Mold spores seek like those areas and then they stay in there and then they fuck up your life and they make you fucking crazy. All right, I get people saying like, am I insane? Am I crazy? I'm like, no, you're not, 100%. I felt insane and crazy too. And I'm not, like, guaranteed, even though, like, some trolls out there are like, you have, like, crazy cat lady syndrome. No, whatever. I'll delete you. Anyway, so things that you can keep more safely. With that being said, there are some procedures you have to go through with these things, but things like glass and stainless steel and ceramic, those are safer. You can wash those or use hydrogen peroxide to wipe them down. Anyway, all right. Another question I get, what about our bed? Toss. Get a new mattress, just do it. There's a great, you know, there's tons of these like rolled up mattresses that you can get nowadays, like the Lisa or the Purple or the Casper. I had just gotten the Casper mattress when I decided to move, and there was $800 in the junk truck. But I got the Lisa and I like the Lisa better. So anyway, I'm not involved with that company. I'm just letting you know. I'll just so you guys know, I'll always give disclaimers if I'm ever involved or have stakes with anybody. I don't at this point. It'd be sweet to get sponsored, but I'm not. But I'll always let you know. I just am sharing you the information and the things and the name brands that I use because I like them and I've done the research on them. All right. Other things, large furniture items, couches, chairs, tables, rugs. That's out. Guys, like, you know, it's gone. Unframed paintings. Those kind of need to go too. Framed paintings, a little bit easier because you can get them reframed. Books. Oh God, that was one of my hardest ones. I looked at my bookshelf and I was like, oh my God, like, that has to go? Yeah, they are gone. I got rid of all my books. So, files. This was another one. I was like, oh my, but what about like my taxes and my files? You know, I got rid of all my files. And what you can do with like the files and with family photos, yeah, because that's the other one. Family photos, memories, paper memories, out. But I put them in a safe location, and then my plan is with like family photos and such, I'm just going to copy them over the next couple of years, and then I'll have copies of them, but I'm not going to keep the originals. Vacuum cleaners. I know this sounds random, but like, I mean, these are just kinds of things that I'm just, you know, helping you figure out. Vacuum cleaners, that's got to be changed or gone, you know, like just get rid of it. Things like household cleaners. I mean, hopefully you're not using household cleaners. Just use hydrogen peroxide, thyme oil, but things like purses and bags, curtains, those have got to go. Laundry detergents, fabric softeners. Again, I hope you're using green things, like not using fabric softener, but like ones from Mrs. Meyer's. If you have pets, their leashes, their harnesses, their litter boxes, their litter, their food, their treats, those kinds of things, those have got to go. Wash your cat, wash your dog. My cat is always talking in these videos. Supplements. Eek. I mean, I'm an integrative medicine student. I'm building my own practice, you know, like that's what I'm going to be doing in the future. I'm a health coach, and I had supplements, and I had to get rid of them. Some of them I kept. Again, there's a whole procedure that I'll go over in other videos that you can do with items that are like little niggly items that you're like, I don't want to get rid of all my pencils, or I don't know. Anyway, that's a video, another video. The other really hard one for me, herbs, spices, foods, like things like that. Like I had a killer spice collection, killer herb collection, super pure. I mean, like that's like where I spend my money, and I was like, you know, having all these herbs, like, you know, spices that I would get from, you know, specialty from India, gone, in the trash. Yep, started anew with that. You know, things like plants. Like look around, do you have orchids? Do you have bonsai trees? Those have got to go. The soil of those plants can be just like breeding ground zero for mold. So that's kind of like a good general starting area. Let me end with good news. Your clothes. You can keep your clothes. In my opinion, you can keep your clothes. Dry cleanable items, yes. According to my professor, who is an expert in this topic, dry cleaning does kill mold spores. So you can get things dry cleaned. However, I will tell you, when I opened up my dry cleaning after I moved and I got all my dry cleaning done, and I put it into my closet and I opened them, I could feel my sinuses kick something up. And I was like, so what I actually did is I got a big bottle of hydrogen peroxide into a spray bottle, and I literally sprayed down all of those clothes with hydrogen peroxide. And guess what? Didn't bleach them. There's no weird spots on my clothes. So don't worry about that. But I also took my IQ Air, which I love that air filter to death. and I put it in my closet and I ran it so that any mold spores would get sucked up and cleaned out. So I did take extra precaution with my dry cleaning. As for your clothes, that's a subject for a whole other video. You can keep your clothes, but you have to go through a special process with clothing. Anything washable, like any, bedding or anything like that, there is a special procedure that you have to follow. So, I really, oh my God, like, for any of you out there that are going through this, like, my biggest virtual hug and love is coming out to you, because I know how stressful it is to look around your place and be like, oh my God, you mean I have to get rid of my laptop and my printer and my freaking, like, family photos I've had forever? And my answer is, really? I mean, 100%, it's up to you, yo. Like, it's up to you how much you want to get rid of. I personally was so sick, and I was like, I don't care if you tell me, like, if someone had told me that I needed to, like, dress up in a unicorn costume and dance around, like, half naked on a Saturday night and, like, say some kind of weird chant in order to get better, I was gonna do it, because I felt terrible and my life was gone. Like, I was not functioning. And I was like, I don't care what it takes. Like, I'll do it. I'll get rid of whatever. But, again, total autonomy on your end. You can get rid of as much as you want to get rid of, or as little as you want to get rid of. But it really comes down to you being like, health, things. Health, things. And I know a lot of you are dealing with, like, money issues, but you're going to be pouring tons of money into your health anyway if you don't do this move right. If you don't get rid of these items. Even if you can't move, getting rid of a bunch of shit, like, first of all, it's a huge, amazing, freeing feeling. Second of all, if you're moving, get rid of as much stuff as you can. Really, legitimately, you'll be happy that you did. Again, I lost a ton of hair because I was so stressed over this. I mean, I was like, I don't even know how I got through the move. And I was still going to school. Like, I was still in my master's program, and I, like, almost had a complete breakdown at that point because it was just so overwhelming. I was going through finals and moving all at once, and it was just like, oh my God. But I made it, and now I'm here today to tell you that there's hope for sure. I mean, check this out. Watch. I'm gonna stand, my eyes closed. And you guys, I'm not swaying. Like, I used to be like looking like a drunken pirate when I would stand with my eyes closed, and I'm like, dude, I practice yoga. Anyway, that's just showing you that there is hope. You will get better. Getting rid of this stuff is going to be hard, but you're going to realize that you are so much more than your possessions. Like, talk about a lesson in non-attachment. Like, you're not your things. Your things don't define you. And, like, as a result of this, I've become a hella minimalist. Like, I don't even want a ton of shit anymore. I'm like, simplify, simplify, simplify. That's it. It feels amazing. I can't describe it to you enough. So there is a huge light at the end of this dark tunnel, I promise. And anyway, that's my advice for you today. I really hope that this reaches somebody out there who needs this information. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. I mean, it really does help me. You guys are all helping me be able to live my purpose in life. Like, there were days when I was just in a ball on the floor, like, oh my God, like, how am I going to possibly, like, exist? And I was like, there's a purpose. There's a purpose. And this purpose is now me sharing these videos with you. So, and as always, you can always schedule a 15-minute free of charge phone call with me so we can go over, like, a lot of information in 15 minutes. Like, really, a lot does get done in 15 minutes. And then if you want to work formally with me from there, then we can set something up. Again, this isn't just bro science. I have learned from my own experience. I'm also getting my master's in integrative medicine. So I have education in this background. I also have consulting physicians that I can always ask questions to who are great and who are experts, and I am a research junkie, so I'm always staying up to date on the latest things, and you know, and I look up things all the time, and I'm always researching. So, sorry about my cat. Metta, hush, please. Sorry. He has a little girlfriend outside. He's like freaking out because she's out there. But he doesn't go outside. No babies for him. Anyway, thank you guys so much. And when you feel like you can't, learn that you can. I'm there holding your hand. And I'll see you on Wednesday. Okay? Bye.